is now for Cornish Rebel. He is also favourite on the exchanges now for the Hennessy. Cornish Rebel 7-1 from 8-1 on course. But on the exchanges, he is as short as just about 6.5-1 you can get on the exchanges for Cornish Rebel, just slightly bigger than that. Trabolgan weak, 11-2 out to 13-2. You see the support for Cornish Rebel in the exchanges reflected on course. He's now 13-2. The price crashing in on the Paul Nicholls trained runner. Trabolgan 13-2 from 11-2. He's as big as 7-1 on the exchanges and even a little bit bigger. Cognac Dalier 9-1, King Harold 9s, 10-1 Lamy. It's 10-1 also Red Devil Robert, 12-1 Comply or Die. Now Comply or Die is very nearly, well, he's 15.5, going out towards the 16-1 mark on the exchanges. Redemption is 12s, Iris Blur 14s along with All in the Stars. It's then 16-1 Distant Thunder, Lord of Illusion 20s, Roscom 25, St Matthew 33s, 40-1 bar. But then
lets them go. Lord of Illusion and King Harold the first to bound on in the 49th running of the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup towards the first fence. Lord of Illusion by about a length and a half. Big jump. King Harold over in second. They're all safely over the first. Redemption is last of all. Lying third is Bally Cassidy. Roscom towards the outside next with Lamy close up, and Red Devil Robert as they jump the second. An open ditch. Colourful Life. Mistake there by Cognac Dalier back in the field. Redemption remains last, also towards the back. Run for Putty and All in the Stars. Lord of Illusion blazes the trail over fence number 3, followed by King Harold in second place. In the blue cap, wider red cap, Bally Cassidy. The grey, the very light grey on the left now. Roscom is very handy as they continue towards fence number 4. Red Devil Robert towards the inside on the right is handy too, with Comply or Die in the blue and green jacket. The orange and black of St Matthew. All in the Stars has made some headway towards the leaders with Lamy as they jump the next, and Lord of Illusion continues to lead the way. Lord of Illusion then as they run out of the back straight and head towards this left-hand turn, which will take them towards the cross fence. And it's Lord of Illusion that continues to make the running from King Harold in second place. Bally Cassidy lies in third, and then St Matthew on the inside of Roscom. Lamy for France is next from Red Devil Robert. Trabolgan is about 8th, a white cap, white sleeve jacket, Mick Fitzgerald as they run down the hill to the cross fence. Joe's Edge is on his outside. Wider out is Tribal Venture as they clear this one. Cornish Rebel held up a bit worse than midfield together with Cognac Dalier. Colourful Life towards the inside. Distant Thunder is towards the back with Iris Blur as they run left-handed now and face the fences up the straight. If you look for Cornish Rebel on the inside, red and white jacket, a bit worse than halfway down the field. Looking towards the rear, All in the Stars run for Paddy, and Redemption, who's held off well off the gallop by Carl Llewellyn. At the first down the straight, Lord of Illusion by about 4 lengths to King Harold over in second place. All appear to land safely once again. Lying third is Bally Cassidy, and then St Matthew and Roscom as they come to the open ditch. Lord of Illusion stands off it, jumps it beautifully from King Harold in second place. Not a semblance of a mistake there from any of the runners. They're jumping superbly as they go on towards the next, a plain fence. Lord of Illusion from King Harold in second. Bally Cassidy, Roscom on the outside, then St Matthew, Red Devil Robert over on the far side, followed through by Trabolgan and Comply or Die, who's right up against the inner. Then Lamy, followed 2 or 3 lengths away by Joe's Edge in the midfield. Rebel and then Tribal Venture. Colourful Life up the inside of Cognac Dalier, Iris Blur, Distant Thunder, and then 4 or 5 lengths All in the Stars run for Paddy, and Redemption is last and about 20 lengths off the pace. The water jump now under the crowd's noses. Great jump again from Lord of Illusion, who now takes them out on their final circuit with a 3-length advantage over King Harold in second place. Red Devil Robert nipping up the rail, the light green sleeves there flashing through shot. The grey Cognac Dalier is also round the inside in midfield. Just made an early mistake, Cognac Dalier, but no problem since then as they embark now on their final circuit onto fence number 12, passing the departure point. And it's still Lord of Illusion who's led all the way so far, leads by 3 or 4 lengths here to King Harold in second. Bally Cassidy and Roscom, Red Devil Robert, then Comply or Die. St Matthew pushed along for a stride or 2, followed by Trabolgan travels well, then Lamy 3 lengths away. Cognac Dalier, Cornish Rebel as they run to the ditch is making stealthy headway from Joe's Edge, and then a couple of lengths further back to Distant Thunder, Tribal Ventures under the whip, All in the Stars, Colourful Life, Redemption has passed to Run for Paddy, and Iris Blur seems to be sulking at the back. They clear the next plain fence, well strung out now, 25 to 30 lengths first to last. First is Lord of Illusion, a long last is Iris Blur as they go towards the next. Lord of Illusion, followed by Bally Cassidy. Roscom, a slight mistake. King Harold has gone there. King Harold unseats Matty Batchelor, blunders badly. Iris Blur looks like being pulled up. They go towards the last in the back straight, and Iris Blur has been pulled up. Down there, Roscom sprawls on landing and finally gets rid of the rider, Dominic Ellsworth, as they run out of the back straight. And it's Lord of Illusion from Bally Cassidy. Comply or Die up the inside. Lamy in the orange jacket. Trabolgan is moving well into 5th place now. The top weight, Mick Fitzgerald, those white sleeves. Red Devil Robert round the inner, followed by St Matthew. And now they're pushing 32 miles per hour as they run slightly downhill towards the cross fence. Redemption on the extreme left from a long way back, now making steady headway. Carl Llewellyn has nursed him round to this point. Bally Cassidy took over at the cross fence. Terrible mistake by Colourful Life, who's toiling in the rear. Tribal Venture's been pulled up, but an open race. There must be 8, 10, maybe 12 horses in with a chance as they run round the final turn with 4 fences left to cross, and it's Bally Cassidy that leads them in from Comply or Die on the far side, the blue and green jacket. Lamy, Trabolgan comes down the near side full of running, then Red Devil Robert. Distant Thunder's got into the contest. 4 out, Bally Cassidy, Lamy, Trabolgan, Comply or Die, then Red Devil Robert. They're clear of Distant Thunder. Cornish Rebel is being stoked along, trying to get into the race. The green colours, Redemption over the final ditch, and it's Lamy for France, followed by Trabolgan. These two gallop on together now, followed by Comply or Die and Bally Cassidy, and then Red Devil Robert and Cornish Rebel. Here's the second last, Trabolgan challenging Lamy. Comply or Die just struggling to muster the speed. Then Red Devil Robert and Cornish Rebel. Redemption flattening out. Trabolgan on the near side of Lamy as they race for the final fence, and Trabolgan maybe just, but Lamy put in a tremendous jump and now takes over just by a nose. Trabolgan now is given the office by Mick Fitzgerald. Can he quicken away like a good horse? Trabolgan under top weight from Lamy in 2nd place. Cornish Rebel runs on for 3rd and Comply or Die, but under top weight, Trabolgan gives Nicky Henderson his first Hennessy. Mick Fitzgerald, back from injury, wins the big race. Lamy is 2nd, Cornish Rebel 3rd, then Comply or Die. All in the Stars stayed on for about 5th. Then came Red Devil Robert and Run for Paddy. Redemption was a bit weary after those, and then a big break to the others, headed by St Matthew. Joe's Edge walking past the judge. Bally Cassidy, Distant Thunder. Then after Distant Thunder, the long-time leader, Lord of Illusion, Canjar Dallier, Colourful Life, and they are the only ones to finish.
Had a difficult time, but he's back with a winner. And what a winner. In the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup, he's ridden Trabolgan to victory at 13-2. 5 performances by certainly the first 5 home. Lamy finished 2nd at 10-1. Cornish Rebel under also a big weight, 3rd, the 11-2 favourite. And Comply or Die, he's also run a brave race. He was 4th at 12-1.